Well, it's actually the first week in the month of February. It's the 6th day of February, and of course, we've taken already 30 days of the year, and we've entered the 6 days in February, and of course, we are having a new happenings interway on the way. We apologize for the hink that has costed us over 15 minutes, but we are going to be trying to make it over fit into the time we are left with, and then see how you versatilely cover all the events as scheduled to be running on this show. We've had, of course, as a person, I was down into FMU elections. I was down to watch and witness what's happening down in Rugogo, and I'll subsequently let you know what's happening and what has been taking course under the new elective assembly that has seen new leaders coming into office. Of course, we're going to have a few hints on, we're going to talk about the Lato Merrick Barrel, how it ended the first round of the motocross round, and we have we actually have champions I've indicated, as I've indicated onto my Facebook account. We are having champions in the house to tell us how they're set for the new calendar opener at the Garuga Victoria Racetrack. That's going to see the rev off of the first MX1 round. And of course, we talk about the Formula One, and then lately what's happening in the world of WRC and what's ahead of the Rally of Sweden. Let me start away with the Formula One. Mike Schumacher, the latest info actually running in is Mike Schumacher. Latest news about the Formula One driver is not good as claims by the former Ferrari boss. Mike Schumacher, his health is not impressive, reported his former boss at Ferrari, Lucas Montellozzo, who says that the man, the 7-time former world champion, he's still unconscious, and actually little hope. He's still spotted from on his bedside, where he's still bedridden. The Formula One champion told reporters on Thursday this week, saying that there we have the news, unfortunate, and it's not as good as it might have been expected. The man has been in a coma for over years, and this has been so much of a perturbing moment to the family and the Formula One fraternity worldwide. And of course, the life of the man is said to be, in his own saying, he says life is a stranger and was a fantastic driver, and only had an accident in Ferrari as a team driver in 1999. He did not give up any further details on the condition, as the Reuters reported. And of course, Mike Schumacher continues to be treated at his home in Switzerland following his skiing accident, where he hit his head on the rock in 2013. As you may have known, the man who was the former champion, the back-to-back former champion, that's 7 times world champion, got himself, as he was trying on his leisure time, that's skiing, and he had a few, he hit his head on a rock when he was trying to skiing skills way back in 2013. It's now already, actually we are now coming to the 3rd year when the man is under such a situation. And the former world champion was in a coma for 159 days before being moved to his home in Switzerland. That's way back in 2014. And in December, the 47-year-old management criticized the German news Reuters, saying the claims that Schumacher had begun taking his first steps into the accident, which was unfortunate. From there, as you may have seen some of the pictures, we see the team Pastor Madonna, the Formula One's other win wonders. Actually, we are going to try, as today, as we anticipate to see the season get underway, we are going to show you actually what we call the Formula One other one win wonders. Let's get the ambience and get to see ourselves and get to walk through and what's happening ahead of Formula One driver Pastor Mercado.
This famous collision between title rivals Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna saw Alessandro Nannini take his one and only victory. Senna repassed him, but was later disqualified, leaving the Italian standing on the top step of the podium.
Did he give you a bit of a surprise when he overtook?
Yeah, that was a good surprise. I don't like very much because I'm not very happy for Senna, but I'm happy for me. It's okay for that.
One of Formula One's most popular drivers, Jean Alesi, won at the 91st attempt and on his 31st birthday, famously riding back to the pits on Michael Schumacher's Benetton. Olivier Panis had started 14th for Ligier and collided with Eddie Irvine at the Monaco hairpin in 1996. Only 4 cars took the flag, but it was a French driver in a French car that delighted the home crowd. Michael Schumacher was angry after colliding with Juan Pablo Montoya under the safety car, leaving pole sitter Jarno Trulli to fight off Jenson Button and win by less than half a second, clinching victory for Renault on the narrow streets of Monte Carlo. The red light was on at the end of the pit lane, but Lewis Hamilton didn't see it, crashing into Kimi Raikkonen and leaving Robert Kubica free to go and claim his only win.
Robert, bravo, bravissimo, bravissimo. That's an historical win, Robert. You are leading the championship now.
Felipe Massa's engine let go just 3 laps from the end of the Hungarian Grand Prix, and it was Finland's Heikki Kovalainen that inherited first place.
Welcome to the world of winning, Heikki.
Pastor Maldonado surprised everyone in 2012 by taking pole position. The Venezuelan held his nerve and fought off pressure from Fernando Alonso to earn an emotional win for Williams and finish in P1 for the first and last time.
Very good job, guys. Very good job.
Well, that's one of the few. We've tried to make it up. We've given you the one-win wonders that I've tried to win in the Formula One history. And in the same line of Formula One, it's sad that the fact that Pastor Maldonado, his prosperity of getting involved in the trouble of too often overshadowed as a formidable turn-up of speed and for even the star lined indeed for 2012 Formula One Grand Prix. Away from there, we go straight to the WRC, and of course the much anticipated rally coming on block, the second rally. The second round, that's the rally of Sweden. That's going to be underway on the actually starting early Thursday next week, that is on 11th of February, up to the end or rolling into the weekend. The Rally of Sweden will start with the super special stage battle as we decide to see who is the man who can really do wonders in the super special stage. One of the common things about the Rally of Sweden is the Rally of Sweden organizers have actually invited in the WRC users to help choose the head of appearing of the teams that they're going to be running concurrently on the super special stage running on day 1. And the rally aims to host series of dream hits at the 1.9 kilometer test at Krakastad that will be run at night in the darkness with a period of 3 days of the freight action that will follow after the super special stage on Thursday. Our drivers will tackle 2 laps of the ice-covered horse throttling track in the head-to-head draws. And of course, one of the few teams you can actually do a follow-up on the Facebook. The Facebook account is facebook.com, the /official Rally Sweden. You'll get the very much latest update from the Rally of Sweden. And the same line of preparation, Mada Osbach, he will tackle the Norway's, actually it's one of the new latest info coming in is Malos, but will tackle the Norway's KNRL Rally Finnhawk on Saturday. This very Saturday is actually in action as we prepare for the Rally of Sweden that will be coming in next week. The event is in his M-Sport team boss Malcolm Volkson believes he will be capable of winning the match. The Osbach will drive in RS5 specification of Ford Fiesta in Norway as he prepares for the much anticipated second round of the WRC. As we get to see, let's get the interview right away from Dan Sodo, the man you're seeing on screen, how he plans ahead of the much anticipated WRC action way down in Sweden.
Danny. First day of testing for Rally Sweden is done. Are you happy with the day?
I'm quite happy with the car and everything. The conditions are very tricky because it's not a lot of snow, but I think for the rally it will be like this. So I enjoy the day. It's not the best conditions, no? A lot because it's changing the grip all the time and it's not snowbank, so it's not very funny, but it was good. We adjust different things in the car and the moment is good.
Yeah, so you have found a good setup?
Yeah, we changed a lot of things because we didn't drive the car before in the snow and also in gravel. We have only half day in gravel, so everything was new for us. But today we're doing interesting things, and tomorrow also will be another important day.
And this year you have a new car. How's the difference compared to the old one?
It's quite a lot difference, no? It's a little bit longer car, so the balance is completely different. I think the engine we are a lot better than the old car, but in the chassis we need to work a little bit more because the other car we have experience of 2 years in the rallies with the small car. This car, okay, we run this year only Monte Carlo and some testing before. So we need to do a little bit adjustments during the year, but at the moment it's good.
Yeah, and one last question. What's the goal for Rally Sweden?
The goal is stay in the road because it will be difficult with these conditions, but
Well, that's some of the epic of what is going to be happening over the weekend come start on Thursday. And one of this, as Ali told you, they anticipate the organizers of Rally of Sweden to have a super speedo stage run on Thursday night. And of course, the forest ice-covered stages will come in next after 3 days down the road. The drivers will be trying their skills at the iced forest, the forest stages, as you may be seeing over there, as Team Hyundai i20 of Dan Sodo was trying to test over a few days back. On the same line of preparation for the WRC lately, and the new street test in Portugal and Argentina, of course, spectators. There is a setup of a spectator new city center, Alpha Fast. It's called Alpha Street Stages, will be introduced in both Rally of Argentina, that will be running on 21st to 24th of April, and then the Vodafone, I beg your pardon, the Vodafone Rally of the Portugal, which will be running in the coming month. That will be 19th to 22nd May. The fourth round of the season in Argentina will kick off with a 3 kilometer Thursday evening test on the West Cordoba city before contributors will return to Villa Carlos Perez for overnight Parc Fermé, which we always call in the rally an overnight Parc Fermé or a halt, and to replaces the last year's opener in the street Maro in San Luis province. In Portugal, the Port will host the double run on 1.85 kilometer stage to close on Friday's action, and will be based on the Avenida de Aridos, close to the City Hall. That's the new redesigns of the rally in Portugal and down in the rally of Argentina. We get off to the break and come back straight away with the local beat. Guess who is in the studio? None other than the East African champion, Fortune Sentamo, the man at the helm, who really took up non-easy. It wasn't easy for him, but I know he's actually going to tell us what's happening in camp and then what awaits him as the Allround brothers look to be too much on form for him to race against them.